Hey guys, it's James from Meatster and I'm back with another low or no alcohol beer review. And today we've got a beer that I've known for years, except this beer sort of doesn't really exist because what's in this bottle today will not be in the same labelled bottle maybe next week or next month, and I'll tell you why. But first of all, if you've never seen one of my reviews before, it's pretty simple. I'm going to sit and taste this beer, and while I do it, I'm going to give it marks out of 10 on 4 categories. And that's the aroma, the flavour, the mouthfeel, and the finish. Now, this beer is a table beer, and essentially what that means is the brewer finished doing whatever they needed to do, made the beer they wanted to make, and historically, of course, they had some stuff left. Whatever was left over would get turned into whatever it was going to be at the end of the week, the end of the month, and that was the table beer. So generally they're pretty low in alcohol because there weren't, a lot of ingredients left. What I like about the Kernel, and actually the Kernel maybe 8 or 9 years ago was the first beer that I saw that was a table beer, and they've become much trendier since, is that they make a point of telling you that it's fresh, they tell you what hops are in it, and they want you to drink it as soon as you can, really. Now, this time it's a 3.2% beer, which the hop is Galaxy. Now, generally these table beers are sort of mid-2s to mid-3s, so they fall perfectly into the category for these reviews, which is great. So, let's go ahead. Let's see what this is all about. Well, firstly, it's quite cloudy, and it's got quite big bubbles, whatever that means. So, let's go for the aroma. It's quite an attractive smell without being massive or too complicated. And it's largely in the ripe mango to passion fruit sort of area. It's got a slight sourness to it, maybe like, this bit of lemony grapefruit sort of going on. It's not a big smell, and doesn't sort of envelop your nose or anything like that, so I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. It's nice, but it's nothing special. Alright, first drink of the week, it's Thursday night. Cheers. Wow, it's a lot sort of sweeter than I thought it was going to be. Really tastes of the hops. From the smell I thought it was going to be maybe a bit sour, a bit sharp, acidic. It's not at all, and that's actually very, very delicious. There's a slight sort of barley note to it, reminds me a bit of sort of Robinson's barley juice, and being that there are oats in here, you get a hint of that. But the flavours that were on the nose are much bigger, more well-rounded, deeper, and more interesting in the mouth. There's the mango, which is sweet, and there's the passion fruit, which is slightly on the sharper side, that just balances it. And you don't really get lemon, but maybe more of an orangey citrus character. So I'd say for flavour, this is actually very, very good, and this is an 8 out of 10. Well, mouthfeel is a really important thing, especially with a lower alcohol beer. This is almost too generous. It's so well-rounded. There's no sharp bits on it at all, if that makes any sense. It's very pleasurable, but I'm not sure for how long it would be. Would you get 2 bottles? Would you want 3 bottles? It could be too rich. So I feel like there's residual sugar in here. The mouthfeel is big and it's rich and it does coat your mouth, so I can't penalise it too much, but I'd say it's a 7 out of 10. It's just on the edge of being too much. During the finish, I thought it was going to be a lot better than that. You start with that grape flavour and the mouthfeel just coats your mouth, which is nice, but then that's when the bitterness kicks in after about a second. So there is plenty of finish, it's just that most of it is more bitter and less interesting, let's say. So it keeps you reaching for more, there's no doubt about that. And this is definitely one of my go-to table beers for that reason. But for a finish, I'm going to give it 6.5 out of 10. So overall, this is a beer that I would often look for when I'm after something that's not too high in alcohol. It's always different. You know, each time there are different hops and different alcohol strengths, so it's always got a different character. This just happens to be slightly more alcoholic than some, and a bit richer, rounder, more tropical, and quite delicious. If you see this one, this is the Galaxy 3.2%. Pick up a bottle, I'm sure you'll enjoy it, but I think there are more interesting Kernel table beers out there, so this will be a recurring theme. Next time I see that he's changed it, I'll pick one up and let you know. Alright guys, if this was your first time seeing this channel, we're mainly a food channel that do some drink reviews, at the moment beer, but there will be wine and coffee and other things coming. So if you like that sort of content, please subscribe to the channel. It's much appreciated. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below if you've had the Kernel's table beer, what do you think of it? And what other table beers do you like? Alright, we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.